Demon Pond is a 1979 film directed by Masahiro Shinoda. This one's a really interesting mix of fantasy and romance, and it's based off a kabuki play. We're following Yamasawa. He is a traveler who comes across a very dusty, dry, small area, region, not given much water. However, he discovers the townsfolk have been suffering through a terrible drought for many years. However, he finds his old buddy Akira. Akira is, he used to be a professor of sorts, and he decided to just sort of abandon city life and move out to this small area. And he found a woman named Yuri, a very pale beauty. So the two of them have been together for many years, like 3. However, Akira, he's tasked with ringing a bell 3 times a day in order to keep back a flood from the mythic mountain, I guess. There's a whole bunch of myth and legend about stuff going on in that area, keeping something about a dragon god residing in a demon pond. So this movie is really slow. The first maybe hour doesn't have much going on. It's just sort of Yamasawa sort of talking with Akira about certain things, and then after about an hour we meet the spirits over in the demon pond and how they exist and what they do. And then of course the last maybe half hour is the most interesting. It's where mob mentality forms and the village wants to do a human sacrifice like they did many years ago in order to bring back the rain. However, it all falls apart into a really tragic tale because they're sort of desperate and dumb and they don't care about who they sacrifice. So this movie's got a lot of great things going for it. I really like the ethereal nature of it, the production design of the costumes and the sets, but the pacing's really slow. I mean, it takes about an hour to an hour and a half to get things going. I do like the movie overall, but it needed a stronger beginning because this movie's really slow, but you know, it is worth the payoff, so there is that. So I give Demon Pond a 5 out of 10.